I'm Species7 and welcome to my channel. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. This is Species7. Yes, everything is exactly as it appears. It is completely different. A little bit of an issue that I had with my magic wand, this little puppy here, not recharging, turned out to be a bigger issue than I originally thought. Basically it was unsolvable. Unsolvable until I got approximately, where are we here? Yeah, about 320. About 320 yards, or meters, I believe. Blocks. I believe each block represents a meter. 320 meters from the house, my original house, and then all of a sudden the wand went to full charge. And I tried it several times. I went a couple of different directions. I'm going to assume that has something to do with the chunk size out from the edge of where my house was to a new chunk or something. But yeah, apparently, even though there was 2 silverwood trees, and each silverwood tree does contain an aura at its core, both of my silverwood trees at one point or another had been hit by creepers and blown the bottom 4 or 5 pieces off. I think what happened was it destroyed the only 2 local aura cores. So, because Thaumcraft really is the only magical part of Minecraft that's in this mod. Well, Twilight Forest, but that's sort of, I don't know. It's lots of bosses, it's lots of combat, but the reality of that is if you want good combat, you're probably not playing Minecraft. So yeah, Thaumcraft is going to play a large role here. I have my enchantment table. Thaumcraft is going to play a large role, and so I needed to be somewhere where it was actually going to work. So, yeah, when I finally found a place that was amenable to having my wand charge itself, I settled in and built the little wooden structure upstairs and then hollowed myself out a nice basement. I found out I was 3 bricks shy of building a second one of these, so I made the 3 bricks and threw 2 of them down here. They're not up and running yet. But the reason I've actually dragged you into this dark and gloomy hole is because when we last left off, I had just put this device together. This is the moistener. Now down under all these rocks, there you go. Down there is an aqueous accumulator and a couple of pits of water. We showed you how that worked in a previous episode. So here's our moistener. And the whole reason I want this thing is this mulch. This acts as a fuel in the first step towards our getting fuel for a machine in our first step towards getting biofuel. Let's put it that way. And to make it work, I was testing it. That's why there's actually some here. It also produces mycelium. Now these are considered the 2 byproducts, and mycelium, of course, is the medium that mushrooms are planted in. So mulch can also be used in fertilizer things, but I have a different use for it. So to get this thing to work, all it needs is water, seeds, and wheat, like that, and it will start to cycle through them. There we go, moldy wheat. And this will continue to cycle. Now the darker it is, the faster this works. It requires no power. It only requires continuous water, wheat, and seeds. And you can see it cycles its way around from wheat to moldy wheat. Right? And then you'll notice this arrow goes up as well a little bit at a time. And when it reaches the end, it'll give us a mycelium here. When this one gets to the top, drops another wheat down, and we're almost there, 1 or 2 more, and we'll get our first byproducts. So it doesn't produce a lot of it, but it's a good use for your wheat and your seeds. It goes through seeds very slowly, but it has to have seeds. Like that 36 seeds, I probably won't have to replace that until I've gone through 4 stacks of wheat. So But the moldy wheat will move on to its next process and give us some more mulch and some more mycelium. So that's in there and up and running. That's why it has the complicated little tunnel thing to get to it, is to try and keep it as dark as possible. Hopefully that even showed up on YouTube. I know dark is not its favorite color. So that's our little pit, which I'm stuck in. So uncoordinated sometimes. Some cattle. This is an addition I really like. These are these walls made from cobblestone. Common cobblestone, they make the neatest walls. And something that is really cool, did you see that? Now it's gone flat, but if you put a torch on it, it peaks up like that. That is just... And anywhere it touches something, a gate, you know how nicely it forms with the wooden gate? That's great. If it connects to something like this tree or an embankment, it'll pop up one of these little posts every brick. So that's kind of nice. On the other side of the world, out by the big puddle, got a little bit of farming started. Just because, again, we will need everything that we're going to produce here. The chickens, as opposed to putting in a pen, I just took all the eggs that I had from the other place and just sort of tossed them about the place. So we're starting with a very small reed farm, a very small little bit of wheat, a little bit of flax, a little bit of corn. These will get us some handy-dandy items. And here's a question for you people. Does anybody know what it is that kills these things off? Because sure enough, every morning if I come out here, I can collect ink sacs without ever killing these things. They're just floating around on the bottom, and they seem to do that until the next bunch of squid spawn. So, but at any rate. So yeah, that's it. We're in this new place for that reason. And now the Thaumcraft will work. Here we got our cauldron set up. There's, of course, a block of lava underneath there. Ta-da! Yeah. Where the heck did it go? Oh. That's great. The lava consumed the brick. Alrighty then. What did we just... Basalt cobblestone, basalt brick. There we go. No, that's not the right one. That's chiseled. Oy basalt brick. That's better. Okay. The little decorative panels here that I've put up against it, I usually put them on the bottom, and that's to stop the lava sparks from jumping out, because they will jump out and they'll set fire to any wood that's within a block of them. So until I can get the alembics on this thing and mounted, once the research comes through and I've discovered them and built them and done all of that happiness, I find putting the little blocks or slabs or whatever you can come up with around the bottom can save you a lot of heartache. I've been set on fire a couple of times when I first built one and had it sitting beside my craft table I was working at. Yeah, that's kind of unusual. So, but anyway, there you have it. I just wanted to bring everybody up to speed and let you know why everything appears so differently. So, and yes, the Thaumcraft stuff does work now. I tested it. I threw some very common one, the ingredients for magic tallow into my crucible and whacked it with the wand, and before I could even get the wand back into the inventory, it was back up to full charge. So, alright, there you be, people. Quick little tour. So you can see I've only still got the 2 basic machines set up. There's a bunch more I do want to set up. Definitely got to get a magma crucible going, and an induction furnace, so that we can start getting some efficient ways to power our equipment. And that'll all start with the next one. So until then, have yourself a great day, YouTubers, and ciao for now. This is Species 7. See you later.